Hello, my darlings. I'm pretty sure that many of you have been waiting for this video, and I'm gonna very honestly review new Navitus and Vivamor releases, three of which have been collaborations with other influencers in our community. So let's get into it. Just remember, all opinions are my own, and this is my personal experience with these fragrances. So keep that in mind. And without any further ado, let me start with the first fragrance, which has been created with our new addition to the family, Christine from the Perfume Nest. This is her first collaboration with Navitus, and it is called Vanilla Eclat. And I really love the bottle. Definitely does match my Lost in a Dream bottle, so they look super cute together. And this one, what it basically is a beautiful, milky, ricey vanilla. It's so pretty. And in here we have Sicilian bergamot, basmati rice, and coconut cream. Then we have cinnamon, caramel, spices, and buttermilk. And in the base we've got sandalwood, gaiac wood, vanilla, and amber. And it has been created with also a new addition to Navitus family, and that is Christian Provenzano, who I know personally, and he's an amazing person, and of course absolutely phenomenal perfumer. He really is a star when it comes to perfumery. So there we have it. When it comes to Vanilla Eclat, I saw on Fragrantica people comparing it to very odd fragrances. I mean, those fragrances are not odd, but they just do not smell like this at all. For me, this is kind of in the realm of Blanche Bête. Not exactly, but it does have a vibe of Blanche Bête to me. I would definitely use it for the same occasions I would use Blanche Bête for. This one is just, of course, ricey. I would say even more milky, even more buttery, less sweet. Absolutely not floral, because Blanche Bête is definitely tuberose oriented, like white florals in general. This one does not. This one is full-on savory mode. And it has beautiful coconut to it. It has very nice sandalwood to it. It does have quite a woody aspect. So I wouldn't say it's a sweet fragrance. It's definitely not a sweet vanilla. It's more of a savory scent. Definitely ricey, definitely coconutty, milky, buttery with woody dry down. So I would compare it to Je ne sais quoi from CABANA, but that one is even less sweet. This one still has that nice creamy, sweet vanilla aspect, that coconut that makes it all easier to wear and more feminine. Je ne sais quoi is more like harsh savory, even though it also has like ricey feel to it. They're quite similar, but again, not exactly. So for me, Vanilla Eclat would be like a mix, a baby between Blanche Bête minus the white florals and Je ne sais quoi from CABANA. I hope I make sense. This is the best reference I could give you when it comes to how this smells, because it definitely does have many aspects from Je ne sais quoi, and also does have aspects from Blanche Bête, at least to my nose. That vanilla is very similar. So I really love it. It's a softer fragrance, so it's gonna be closer to your skin with nice moderate longevity. I get good 7 to 8 hours on my skin. So I really cannot complain. It's perfect for every day, but honestly, it totally can be your wedding scent. Totally. So it's a beautiful job. Beautiful creation. I am extremely happy to have it. If I was not gifted this fragrance, I would have bought it. If I smelled it in a store, I definitely would have bought it. So yeah, If you love fragrances that have rice to it, that are definitely still vanillic and milky, you will love that. It's way less sweet than Lost in a Dream, but I must say, by the way, they pair together absolutely gorgeously. I feel like they complement each other like no other fragrances. So if you do have Lost in a Dream, try Vanilla Eclat because it's magic. I've worn it like that for a couple of days and it blows my mind. It blows my mind. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I really, really like it. All right. The next one has been created by Sharida. Sharida is definitely not new to Navitus family, but this time she created a fragrance in a different format, so it's not as expensive as her previous creation, so you're paying less money, and it's really, really nice, I must say. It's called Peach Aurum, and I'm gonna be very, very honest with you here. I was almost certain I'm not gonna love it because I have a very, very love-hate relationship with peaches. For example, I like very much, I love, I would say even, the House of Oud Bonbon Pop, but on the other hand, I don't really love Chopin Casimir. I really, really have trouble with Gossip Night from Gritty. Now, when it's winter time, I feel better about it, but in general, I have problem with peaches, even though for food, it's like my favorite fruit. So it's very weird, but with peaches, I'm a bit cautious. And also, I hated Bitter Peach from Tom Ford, as well as I hated XO Brandy, and I hated Sweet Sin from Vivamor, the sister brand. And they're all peach oriented. So since I was used to not loving Navitus / Vivamor peaches, I was very, very scared of this one. Because again, I have issues, all right? But this was a pleasant surprise because this is not a peach that I've smelled before or I have in my collection. And this peach is definitely very gourmand leaning and very pastry leaning. So in here we have baked peach accord, Turkish rose and amaretto. Then we have cinnamon, condensed milk and puff pastry. And in the base we have oak leaves and sugared musk. And it has been created by Bertrand de Chefaux and Vincent Ricoeur. And I must say, when it comes to the note structure, it kind of reminded me a lot of Janie, my favorite scent from SORA. And again, I was a little bit scared. Oh, is it gonna be too similar? Because, you know, puff pastry, peaches, all that jazz, definitely same realm. But it's actually different. This one, even though it gives you that doughy effect, that beautiful baked peach, it kind of smells like a beautiful, beautiful French puff pastry from a French bakery, freshly done, and there's a baked peach inside. It's like peach jam, baked peach jam inside, you know, like they did the puff pastry, they rolled it with like peaches, actual peaches, and smeared with peach jam and put it in an oven. And that's actually one of my favorite desserts. And it smells like that. So, yeah, I love, 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 love wearing it. The only thing at the moment is that it is quite soft. So the projection is soft and the longevity is around 6 hours. But since most of Navitus fragrances really do need some time to just sit, kind of like with Fragrance du Bois, you know, they do need to rest a little bit with the oxygen poured into the nozzle from the first sprays, and then they get power to them. So I'm really, really hoping that the longevity and sillage and projection will improve on it, because it's a very, very beautiful scent and I really want it to be smelled all over the room where I'm at. So yeah, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. If you love your gourmands, if you love baked peaches, that true French puff pastry with peach jam and pink peaches inside, then you will love it, because I do. And again, I've been having trouble with peaches in my life in fragrances, but this one is perfect. I'm just hoping that it will get some strength as it sits on the shelf and gets used at the same time, because I really love using it. All right, last but not least, when it comes to Navitus, we have a collaboration between them and my friend Nicoletta, aka I Am Noelle. She's definitely more active on Instagram and TikTok than YouTube, but I'm sure you guys are familiar with her content. So she released the fragrance called Tempt Me, not very much her vibe when it comes to the name. And this is pretty much a very on-trend vanilla. Simple, put as much as I could. So this, if you love Maison Matara Escapade Gourmand, if you love, of course, Bianco Latte, you will absolutely adore this. And this one, I must say, has beautiful performance and beautiful longevity. This one gives me over 12 hours on my clothes and hair, and around 8 to 9 hours on the skin. So it's a very, very good one from the start. So I would say this one is the strongest projection wise and like denseness wise out of them all. But I'm hoping that with the rest, it will also change with time, because even my fragrances, like Lost in a Dream, that was released a year ago, used to be way weaker from the start than it is now. Now I get solid 12 to 13 hours in my hair and clothes, and on my skin as well. So they definitely need some time. But anyways, this one created by Noelle has top milk froth and brown sugar. Then you have toffee, caramel, and heliotrope. And in the base, you've got vanilla bean, benzoin musk, and Latin American tonka. And it's also been created by Christian Provenzano, who I really, really love as a person and as a perfumer, as I said. So this one basically is a very, very refined caramel vanilla, you know? I feel like it's even more refined than Bianco Latte. You have no alcoholic hint of a smell in the beginning. You get a blast of vanilla from the get-go. And with Bianco Latte, which I personally really, really love, I do get a little bit of that alcohol, you know, push when I first spray it on the skin. Here, nothing. So it's a very, very smooth caramel vanilla. I do get some milkiness, but not to a crazy point. For me, it's mainly a very nicely done simple vanilla with added caramel, toffee. You get that very gooey brown sugar toffee caramel feeling to it, but it's not too much either. Okay, so yeah, it's a beautifully balanced vanilla, simple yet effective. I really, really love it. I think for a first release, Noelle did a great job, because maybe it was playing safe, definitely. However, she did a great quality fragrance and is definitely so on trend that many people will love it, because there are not many people who don't love a vanilla, right? So I think it's a great one. If you are a vanilla lover, you absolutely do have to have it in your collection, like 100%. So yeah, especially that the longevity and projection are phenomenal from the get-go. So Tempt Me Not, I really love. All three have my massive, massive stamp of approval, because they're done very well. Very, very well. All right. Then we've got two new fragrances from Vivamor collection, which I personally am a big fan of. I'm almost done with my caramel pop. I'm pretty much done with Tagomago. I really need a backup ASAP because I love that scent and so many others. But here we have two new winter scents. And the first one is another vanilla. It's called Vanilla High. And it's been created by Bertrand de Chevaux and Bibi Berenger Bougalel. We have hookah accord here, we have tobacco, we have bourbon vanilla, and then in the base we have Tahitian vanilla, Brazilian tonka bean, praline, and smoked woods. So this one does have that hookah, but to me, for some odd reason, it's like a toffee hookah. At first, I was kind of expecting maybe like an apple hookah, which is very popular. But no, it's a smoky, super sweet vanilla. There is some gooiness to it, but it's still quite smoky. I really like it. Honestly, there's nothing bad to say about this vanilla because it's done so well. My favorite vanilla from Vivamor is of course Vanilla Vice, which is very similar to Baby Cat, but sweeter and like more feminine. This one is just as feminine, I would say. Even though it has that smokiness, even though it has that tobacco, when you think of hookah, it's actually a very sweet smoke, right? So yeah, it's great. It's great. I love it. It has fantastic longevity. I get good 8 to 9 hours from the get-go. Since the beginning I've been using it, so it's really good. And last but not least, we have, ladies and gentlemen, the last one, Spicy Nights. And by the way, it's such a struggle for me to hold the bottles because look at my hand. I had a very bad accident while cleaning my bed. I've been changing our sheets and I, you know, lifted that bed, the actual bed with the mattress and that, you know, metal thing that holds the mattress. And I kind of dived in underneath to like clean everything around. And that metal piece, which probably is heavier than me, collapsed on my wrist. And that's the aftermath of my cleaning. See, I'm not made to do hefty things. I should just lay and smell nice and talk to you about fragrances. That's it. So let me get into Spicy Nights and let me try to change my hand. But it's a bummer because I'm a lefty. So I do everything with my left hand. So I hold everything with my left hand. So I don't know how I'm gonna live. But yeah, it's been like the first day and it's hard. Spicy Nights. This, to me, is a baby between Gris Charnel Extrait and your Aurum Intense, long discontinued. This is what it is. It's beautiful cardamom. It is definitely unisex. Doesn't lean too masculine or feminine, just like Gris Charnel. This has quite a similar note structure to Gris Charnel. It has cardamom, it has fig nectar, it has cognac, cashmere wood, and plum. Like a very nice dark juicy plum, sweet. And then in the base it has vanilla, sandalwood, ambergris, and cedar. So yeah, with this one, story is quite simple. If you are a fan of either the Aurum Intense, which was that beautiful, sweet, almost lipsticky, irisy, woody fragrance, or you love your Gris Charnels, which are more like, you know, frothy, chai, fig, sandalwood fragrances with a lot of cardamom, then you will absolutely love this. It's a beauty. This one I would say is the most unisex out of all the fragrances that I have here to show you. This one leans the most masculine. So, but it's still unisex. It's still perfect for women. I wear it as well. Good performance, very, very nice performance, great projection. So yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. These two new releases from Vivamor, I have for you for 20% off with my code Paulina10. And with these new releases from the ladies, of course, please keep an eye on their own discount codes as long as the promo lasts. I know there have been many changes with the promotions during the launches with Navitus, so you know, just check out what the girls can offer you. If the promo is done, then you can always, of course, use my code. But I would love you to support the girls as well. So that is that, my darlings. I really hope you enjoyed it. The last thing I want to show you is a travel size of Navitus that has been just recently released, and you can purchase it. So my atomizers are in this beautiful red pouch that says Navitus. It's leather and it has magnetic clasp, which is super cool. And you can actually hold in here your fragrance, which is Lost in a Dream. And also you can even put a pen in it, and it's like your perfect travel little kit, you know? I really, really like it. The actual sprayer is done very nicely. You have quite a bit of perfume in here. So check them out, because if you want to just try the fragrance or have something to travel with, not using your full bottle, then this is perfect. Finally, we have travel version to try out or to take with you if you're traveling. So yeah, to sum up, all these fragrances, especially Vanilla Eclat, is amazing to mix with Lost in a Dream, as well as Tempt Me Not, also perfect to mix with Lost in a Dream, and Peach Aurum as well. So try these combos, because I feel like this particular fragrance that I released a year ago is absolutely perfect, because I know a lot of you have it. It's absolutely perfect to mix with these three particular fragrances. I haven't found a better combo for any of these. So yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And for now, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye.